Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Thoughts podcast. So today is actually quite a nice day in the UK because today is a bank holiday because of the coronation that happened on Saturday, which is 2 days ago. So today Andrew and I just did some cleaning, and after that we went out for a movie. We watched The Guardian of the Galaxy. So it was a nice movie. So we pretty much enjoyed it, and just going to have a chilled night later after dinner, and probably catch up with some work because tomorrow is going to be a work day again. So other than that, so today I've actually planned this for quite some time. I can't remember what was the reason that inspired me, but today I'm basically going to talk about my mom. So when this episode is going to be released, it will be one day before Mother's Day. So I just realized that I never really sit down and reflect on probably my mom, my parents, my dad, my family, stuff like this. I guess the last time that I probably did write something or talk about something that is related to my mom, wholly related to her, is probably during childhood when we are asked to write essays about our mother. I guess that was probably the last time that I really did that, and to be honest, I can't really remember what did I write in the past. It has been quite a long time. And I'm not quite sure if that's something else that I added on or lived it out, because it's an essay, we want to get a good mark. I really can't remember what did I write in the past. So okay, just get back to it. So for me, since young, I don't really know. I don't have that idea like mom has to be a housewife when I was young, because I do know someone that always thought like, why is it so weird, like my mom is working, shouldn't mom be a housewife or something, because it is portrayed in our books, or even in probably some TV shows or TV series. It's always like this, like moms are housewife. But for me, I don't really have that idea. I'm not quite sure why didn't I thought like I'm the weird one because my mom is not a housewife. So I always had that idea like, mom should be working, because my mom is working. And I think I think it is during 4 years or 5 years old that time, so my mom got a job, and she basically just changed company, and she got a job in Astro. So that time, Astro, as a young child, Astro is a very big thing for me, because people in Malaysia probably know, like, we grow up watching TV shows through Astro and stuff. So I was very excited, and deep inside I'm so proud. Although I'm those like very introvert child, I don't really talk to people in the class. I'm just so quiet during my kindergarten time. I'm just so quiet. I really don't know how I did that. Like, I just speak nothing throughout the day when I'm in class. So anyway, so deep inside I was so proud of my mom and stuff like this. So before she changed company to help my dad in our family business, she was always a secretary. She did some course on secretary, and so I'm not quite sure, is it because of that like I got inherited those kind of not skills, like those traits, those traits, like people always ask me to be a secretary during let me think during the whole 5 years of secondary school, and even in uni. Because I have very extensive experiences of being a secretary. So I guess that time I really think like, I wanted to experience something else. So I rarely talk to people about my past experiences being a secretary in secondary school for so many years, but still ended up people still ask me to become a secretary. I don't know, is that a trait or something in me that people always associate with associate with being a secretary. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, back to my mom. So, I'll say since young she gives me a feeling like she's always a very warm person. Yeah, she's not those very fierce kind of person, but of course she does nag. Yeah, when she nags, yeah. I guess no one likes to listen to their mom nagging, including me and my brothers, and of course my dad. Yeah. But still, in general, I'll say she does give people a feeling of nice, warm, and approachable. Yeah, even my friends. Yeah, so basically, before I came to UK, for some gatherings, it there's I mean, it happened at my house, and my mom can blend in well with my friends, and there's this gap. I mean, this age gap thing, right? And it's not only my friends. Yeah, my youngest brother is 7 years younger than me, and when his friend come over to my house, yeah, my mom can blend in well with them as well. And it's funny, like they can even talk about something quite personal to my mom, which I find it quite surprising. Yeah, because yeah, I know if let's say they does talk to me, yeah, which didn't happen. I don't know why. Yeah, if they does talk to me about those stuff, I still can understand. Like yeah, probably I'm like those big sister, but the age gap is not that huge yet. But to my mom, you can you imagine that? Yeah. So anyway, it's quite funny, and but I do find it quite interesting. I mean, I do find my mom this trait of my mom quite interesting. Like, yeah, it's not easy to do that though. Yeah, you have to first give people a sense of security that they could open up to you, and throughout your conversation itself, you have to make people feel comfortable, feel listened, so that they will continue talking to you probably next time as well, which is yeah, I don't know, she doesn't seem like she purposely did something, but it seems like it comes so natural to her that she's able to play that role. Yeah, which is I quite admire her in that way. Yeah. And other than that, growing up, I'll say she doesn't really force my brothers and I to be super duper successful. Yeah, of course, all parents hope the best for their children, and it is the same for my mom as well. And although she does say something that is kind of like comparing us to our friends or something, but still in general she doesn't really force us to be, some moms, they, other than those normal schoolwork that we have to complete after school, they did set some sets of exercises that the child has to complete before they sleep that day or something. Yeah, but my mom never do that. Yeah, even for my brothers, I don't recall her doing stuff like this. Yeah, she just make sure we know that it's our responsibility to complete our work, and of course to do well in exams. And for my brothers it's kind of a different story, but for me she always say like, because I always know what I should do, and so she doesn't really have to worry much about me, which in the end she most of the time she doesn't know which level am I at. I mean, for those academic stuff, yeah, of course you know, like I'm in year 1, year 2 or something, but in general she doesn't know the academic itself, where are we now. Yeah, because she just leave it to me myself. I have the full control over the time that I'm supposed to study or to relax and stuff. Yeah, she knows she said that she knows that I'll always make sure I complete those, so she don't really have to worry about me. And she believes all work, I mean, if you just only do your work, it makes you feel stressed and stuff like this, and we probably need to have some time to relax as well. So she leave it up to me. Yeah, which is kind of cool in some sense, especially when you're younger. Yeah. But of course it still depends on the child itself. Yeah, like my brother, I think she does nag a lot more on him, yeah, when she's not sure if he has done all his work and stuff, yeah. But for me, she don't really, she don't really talk to me about my academic stuff until when I was 15. 15? No, 16. Yeah, so that time I was a bit struggling with my academic. I didn't get good results that time. And to be honest, me myself, I feel very sad about it. And of course, I was a bit not to say sad and frustrated, like I don't really know how to help myself that time. Yeah. And of course, because one of the reason is I have been very active in all sorts of different extracurricular activities, some out of school as well. So it just cut my time into more chunks that I'm less flexible about it, but and at the same time it makes me feel a lot more tired. Yeah, and in the end I couldn't really focus well during school and of course after school to complete my work. Yeah, which is the first time I saw her with a very disappointed face. It was very sad seeing her like this because growing up, I know she's always been very proud of me, at least from what she told me, yeah, and what she showed me, yeah. So I've always been this very good girl, always listening to parents' advice, parents' instructions, and I'll say when I was younger, I was quite disciplined, yeah. So yeah, so she's probably proud of that as well, and people don't complain about me. All those comments that comes from people are usually good, which I guess is part of the reason that she's proud of me. And when it comes to academic wise, I'm always quite good in it. Although I won't say I'm the top student. Yeah, there's more people that did extra well, and I'm just not that good. But in general, I'm still, I'll say, above average. So, and which is enough for her. Yeah. So she's always been proud of me, according to her. But that's the first time that I see her looking very disappointed. Yeah, that look itself makes me feel so hurtful and sad, and I question myself so much that time, like, why did I do that? Why did I end up this way? I joined all these activities with the purpose to be a better person, to develop more skills, to grow as a person. But why in the end I messed up with everything? Yeah, I remember that was the time that, yeah, not only me and my parents were kind of angry and disappointed with me, and that was the first time I cried in front of them because of them. Yeah, but I'm just so sad. Yeah. That time I remember I took some time to reflect on those mistakes that I made, and thinking about any options moving forward. And of course, after that I talked to my mom. I remember I was crying while we had that conversation. Yeah. So basically I was telling her like, I do notice I'm not doing good recently in academics. Yeah. And I'm not happy with it as well, because I mean growing up I've always had quite a good results, and this time yeah, it's just so sad for me as well, and I'm taking time to accept it and reflect on it, and moving forward, yeah, what are the options that I have, and of course I told her to give me more space and time to get myself adapted as well, because that was the transition between like PT3 exam to SPM format and stuff, which I wasn't very familiar with it, and there's a lot of memorization involved as well, and to be honest I'm super duper bad at it. Yeah, my memory is just not that good. And so that was the first I'll say heart to heart talk with my mom. Yeah. So after that, when I was slowly improving. I can see she feels more comfortable and more happy with it. Yeah, of course, even though I didn't do well for my exam that time, I mean, after I got that result, yeah, she didn't really force me to, you have to follow this strict timetable, what time to what time you have to do something. Yeah, she's not that kind. Yeah, she after she told me what she's expecting and stuff, like after that she leave it up to me as again. Yeah, I believe she kind of have a lot of trust in me as well. Yeah. So after that, yeah, everything just goes like this. And I remember during SPM time, she's very supportive as well. She knows I'm still not happy with my results that time, but she always tell me like yeah, take some time to relax and come back to it later. Yeah, things are not the end of the day now. Yeah, so just take some time to make sure you take care of yourself as well. That's basically what she's trying to mean. So I'll say I'm quite thankful that she's not those kind of very strict mother. Yeah, because that just makes my childhood happier. Yeah, because I don't have to follow those very strict timetable, like what time to what time I have to make sure I do all this, and in between I can't have fun as well. But for me, Shao is not like this. I still can have fun. Yeah, although one thing that until today me and my brother always tease her about is like, and when we were younger, because she's quite busy with work, and so she doesn't like troublesome stuff as well, and so she didn't really allow us to join those different activities that requires her to send us or pick us up at very random time. Yeah, of course she's working, it's hard for her as well. So but when it comes to my youngest brother time, it's different. She's doing it for him. But yeah, we're just teasing her on that, but we don't really feel anything that time. Yeah, we just make fun of her. Okay, sorry mom. Yeah, so yeah, apart from all this, another trait that it's still similar to what I've mentioned earlier, is her interpersonal skills, which I admire a lot. Like one thing that I noticed after I grow up is that she really have a good interpersonal skills when it comes to like talking to new people. Yeah, I'll say she's not that kind of like extrovert, because when we're in a new environment and with new people, she tend to be slightly quieter at the beginning until people started talking and stuff. Yeah, then things get easier, and after that she can talk to people very easily, unlike me. Yeah, usually at that point I'll still kind of keep quiet and just say a few sentences and stuff like this. And yeah, but for her, it seems like it's not that hard for her. She can still talk to people quite easily and able to blend in easily. Yeah, I remember every year during occasionally one of my father's friends usually organize some kind of like house party. Yeah, during different occasions throughout the year. Of course, not that often, probably 2 times a year. And of course, yeah, we were invited, and so we joined. So sometimes like I'll usually sit with her, because yeah, I don't really have friends and I don't know what to do as well. So I'll sit with her and listen to her talking with those aunties. Yeah, it's fun. Like I get to listen a lot more about like adult stuff, but at the same time, it's good to hear it's good to see how she interact with others. Yeah, so it was quite a good experience for me as well. Yeah, so other than that, but one thing is that she rarely goes out to meet her friends. She kind of dedicated all her time to us as a family. Yeah, and most of the time when when she have free time, she rather spend it at home, which is something that I feel like, she has such a good skills, interpersonal skills, which can keep a very good connection with her friends, but she don't really do that. Yeah, which kind of say like she's those introverts person. Introverts don't really like to, actively go and socialize and stuff like this. Yeah, so yeah. So, other than that, one thing that my brother and I always tease her about, which is something I can see that she's improving, just that there's still quite a big thing in her, I'll say. Yeah, she gets easily frustrated and anxious when things didn't go well, especially like when she's driving. Let's say we're going into a direction that she doesn't really know, or it's the first time for her. She gets easily frustrated and anxious, and she does during that moment itself she wouldn't know what to do. She's just basically so anxious. Yeah, which is something like we always told her, like, be calm, we will find a way to solve it. So after my brother and I can drive, she basically just asks us to drive my youngest brother to anywhere that she's not familiar with, or get into the car with her while we are going there. Of course, I know one thing that makes her so uncomfortable is she's not good at looking at GPS to go somewhere, which makes her feel a lot more anxious when she has to do it on her own, and especially when she's going into places like chaos, and yeah, which there's a lot of jams and different roads to different places. Yeah, so she always say, wow, you guys are so good in this, like you can just go to these places even though you don't know, you haven't been there before. Yeah, so it's something that we always tease her, but I guess she's trying to improve herself as well. Yeah, I can see like sometimes when we're talking about stuff that we're actually not really complaining, we're just trying to tease her. Yeah, we're naughty kids, I'll say. Yeah, when we're talking about things that she's not very good at or something, I can see her taking those commands in and think about it. Yeah, whenever she can, I can see like she's actually trying to improve and change herself in terms of those kind of comments that we gave. And one thing I quite like between me and my mom is that we can actually sit down there and talk for whole day or half day. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy for me to talk to my mom. I can just say anything I want, but of course some of those like very inner thoughts, I don't really talk to her. Some of it I don't even talk to people. I just keep it to myself. And so apart from this kind of thoughts, other than that, it's usually quite easy for me to just talk to my mom. I can just talk about my life or people around me, yeah, stuff like this, and she usually listen to me, and vice versa, I listen to her as well. And so I remember there was this one time that I don't really remember what did my brother texted her or called her to and asked her about, and she just got so angry at him that she was at work and I was at home, and she purposely just called back and talked to me about my brother. Like, she's so angry with that thing. It was so funny for me that time. Yeah, but I quite like this chemistry between me and my mom. Like, we just get comfortable with each other. I'll say sometimes we are like friends as well. Sometimes we're daughter and mother, sometimes we're like friends, which is something that I appreciate a lot. And coming to the UK, one thing that I misses a lot is talking to her, like just sitting there and accompany her, because I know she don't really hang out with her friends, and she probably might feel quite lonely in certain ways, but she never talk about it. Yeah, and after coming to the UK, it just makes me appreciate my mom more. Like, I can see, like, now we are living on our own. We have to do all those like adulting duties and stuff. We have to carry out all those like at home. Usually my mom did it, and I didn't really notice it in the past. I thought I did something, but no, there's a lot of stuff that my mom did for me, but I've never really noticed it. Yeah, until now that I'm living outside and I'm so far from her. I can see all this, like, it's not easy for her to do it every single day. Yeah, some of the stuff, like we're just doing it once in a while, it's fine, but doing it every single day is different. And imagine us after me and my brothers, like, yeah, every day in the morning she has to get up earlier than us because she has to make sure that we wake up for school. Yeah, that is not easy. Yeah, so I'll say thank you, Mom. Really, I'm really thankful to have you in my life, and thank you for loving me so much as well. And now that I'm in the UK, usually when I'm calling back, when I'm calling her, she always say very supportive stuff and things like this. Yeah, which makes me feel so supported, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, so really, thank you so much, Mom. And to be honest, I know she's probably not going to listen to this podcast, and she probably won't even know that I recorded something related to her. But anyway, I'll just keep this here. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. And I guess that's it for today's episode. Like, yeah, basically talking about my mom and how much I appreciate and love her. And for those that, you're still living closely with your mom, make sure you give her some of your time and listen to her or talk to her or spend some time with her. Yeah, I guess she will be very happy with it. Yeah, so I guess that's the end for today's episode. Thank you everyone for listening. Yeah, maybe it's not something very inspiring. It's just about me and my mom. Yeah, but yeah, if you do have any comments or anything, feel free to drop us a message on any of those social medias that we have or email it to us. Yeah. Besides that, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.